Okay, this is 15.2 video notes. This is the first or the last section of video notes. So when you finish this section of video notes, turn your paper in to the bin. Make sure your name is on it. Okay, so measure of center. So for 15.2, a measure of center is used to describe the middle of a data set. Okay, so the middle of a data set. Well, how do we know what the middle of a data set is? There are actually a few different ways to determine what the middle of a data set is. There's a couple different ways that we can measure it. So we are going to do this in 3 different ways. There are 3 different ways where we can determine what the middle of the measure of center is for this data set. We're going to use this one below. We're going to use this one right here. Okay. So for this one right here, the first one is the mean. The mean is, we've already talked about this, but the mean is that fair share term, right? The mean is the sum of the items in a data set. And we take that and it's divided by the number of items. Okay. Another word for this is the average. Okay. The average. So when someone says, what's the average? It's the same thing as mean. Mean and average are the same thing. Okay, so to find the mean, let's find the mean of this data set right here. We are going to add, so we're going to do 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 8 plus 14 plus 7. And then we're going to divide that by the number of items we have, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10, so we're going to divide it by 10. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to add these up, and the sum, so on the top, the sum is 74. You may correct me if I'm wrong. You can check and see. I'm pretty sure it's 74. And then 74 divided by 10. When we divide by 10, we just move the decimal point one place over. So our average, or our mean, okay, the mean equals 7.4. That is the mean or average value. So this is one way that we measure the center or the middle of this data set.